Welcome to the Weekly Growl, where bold conversations meet good coffee. Every Tuesday night, Bayou goes live to talk men's grooming, mental health, coffee, culture, and the gear that actually matters. No fluff, no filters, just real talk. This is the show that keeps it raw, bold, and unapologetic. So grab your mug, let's growl.
Comment ça va, mes amis? We're having technical difficulties. Yes, there's Steve, but he's having problems. I don't think it's the mic. I think it's the mic cord because I'm familiar with the brand mic he's using, and it's a good one. And I'm not gonna blame the mic. But we can't hear him, and that's not good. And well, who all we got in here? Yes, Mr. Michael Romy, my big homie. Wait a second. We got the issues with the chat too. But it's no big deal. It's not like it's gonna make or break the stream, whether or not I can post your comments on the screen. But it's always something. I think until I can get my own highly professional studio. We're probably gonna have to just live with what we got, and I can't get the comments to post on scene, but hey, that's all right. It's okay. And Steve just popped out. Now, of course, I'm having my comments don't want to appear on scene, which is not that big of a deal in my personal opinion. But I'm still going to try to. I'm still trying to work on this stuff. Yeah, I keep moving myself around, and it's not me that I'm wanting to move. But anyway, got a wonderful topic for everybody tonight, and I guess it kind of goes with what I've got here. With what I'm experiencing. Yeah, hey, there you go.
Well, hopefully, if it goes out again, just let me know and we'll turn it off. I'm gonna get out, but it sounds better, doesn't it?
A little better. You just sound a little weird, almost like you got a voice changer going. But
well, I don't know. I turned it out, but you can hear me. Like, should we go with it or no?
We're gonna run with it, man. What the heck?
Okay, if it goes out, just like I'll probably get out, but hopefully it works. Okay, like it's still good.
All right. Yep. All right. And man, I'm trying to show the comments on screen, but of course, it's not gonna work with me or for me, or just only against me. And but okay. Let's see. But anyway, I actually have a topic for this week because last week. My echo.
Are you still hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
Mark's right, I have a complex
echo. Oh man, I just hate when my stuff doesn't go well or according to plan. But gonna deal with it, man.
What are you trying to get going right now?
I'm trying to fix the chat where I can show it on screen, and it's not working. I don't know why.
Well,
but
as long as If you can hear me and I can hear you, we can talk for a while. I know that drives these, but we should still talk a little bit, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know you had a topic, and I asked those some questions from last time.
Yep. And man, I just well anyway, I'm not gonna bother with the freaking comments. But hey, Alley Cat Beard Co. I'm guessing that's you, Mr. G. Lou, or is it John? I don't know.
How do you know he's here? What can you see?
I can see the comments.
Okay.
Yeah, the link that I sent you should be showing you the comments.
I'll go over there. All right, man.
Yeah. So we got Michael Romy was our first attendee, our first guest in, and then Mark was next. Oh wait,
I do see Michael Romy. And yeah. Okay. You said hi to Gary. I got it, man.
Yeah.
You thought I didn't have it, and I have it.
Yeah. Michael said Bayou question marks, and I answered him. Hey, I don't know what's up with this crazy stuff. I didn't test to see if the chat was working as in posting it, but it's irrelevant at the moment as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
But anyway, yeah, we got a topic tonight for you, and it's about something that we don't talk about very much. Because why? Because we're men, and men don't experience this. But it's unhealthy fear versus healthy fear, or healthy fear versus unhealthy fear.
Okay.
And fear isn't automatically bad. Misplaced fear is.
Before we get into that, like, how was your week? How have you been? And what are you drinking?
I am drinking my fruit punch. And Mark says it sounds like there are multiple me's. I don't know why. Because it's the same audio running for both of us. It was a great week. Actually, first time my wife got to go to church this year was this past Sunday. She was feeling well enough, so we didn't make Sunday school, but made it to church, and that was good, even though that they weren't able to live stream it. Whole nother topic. But anyway,
do you do live streaming? I think every church does something live now. Ever since COVID, like you almost have to offer a live service, don't you?
Yeah. Well, they typically do a live stream, but they didn't this past weekend. There was one guy that wasn't there, and who kind of holds the keys to all of the technology and so on and so forth. He wasn't there, so nobody could fix the live stream not going out. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I tried to help, but yeah, they didn't care for my help. So
do you go out to eat usually after, or do you go home after?
Well, this past Sunday was my wife Carla's birthday, so we went out to eat. We had gotten a gift card to Applebee's, and we went put that to good use with my daughter and daughter-in-law and my daughter's mother-in-law. So we had a nice little group luncheon at Applebee's and had a great time. Oh, and Ellie has arrived, so I'm sorry, but I got to play her sound effect. Yep. She's the only one on here. The only person so far that has her own sound effect.
Howdy, partner.
There.
What's your go-to meal at Applebee's?
I don't have a go-to meal at Applebee's because we rarely ever eat there.
Okay. I can't remember when I was there last, but I'd like to go there. I just haven't been there, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's the
Don't
same.
avoid Applebee's.
That's the same with us. We just hadn't been there in like next to forever. And I got the OM cheeseburger. Yeah, that's what it's called. OM cheese instead of OMG. Whatever.
Any leftovers? Or no, is it big enough? No leftovers.
No, not hardly. And I'm still a little bit disappointed because according to the website and the app, because of my wife's birthday, she was supposed to get a free dessert. She didn't get a free dessert.
Did you show them the app? Did you? Isn't it? It's crazy how technical it is now. Everybody has a free dessert, and you have to sign up, get an email, get a link, get a code. It's like a 3-minute process to get your free dessert. But I guess it's because people scam them, right? Too many fake birthday people out there.
Yep. Well, we didn't even attempt it. Which, like I say, it was a little bit disappointing because typically my wife will take 2 bites and then let me have the rest.
Uh-huh.
No ulterior motives here.
Do you let her have the first 2 bites, or do you get an automatic bite, and then if it's good, she gets the rest, or is it like she gets 2, and then you can, if it's like you get to participate?
Well, my wife doesn't like sweets. Never has. So she'll just take a bite or two, just to taste it, and then we'll pass it on to me because she knows I have a sweet tooth the size of Texas.
I used to work at Bill Knapp's. You probably don't know what that is. You're nowhere near. Anyways, there were 2 things it was known for. One was the fact that you got your age off your meal. So if you're like 64, you got 64% off your meal.
Oh,
or
wow.
if you're 101, you got paid to eat. And then they also were known for their chocolate cakes, I think.
Wow. That's pretty cool, man.
I think if you like desserts, you should try it. It's probably one of the best ones I ever had. But
so what's the name of this place?
It was called Bill Knapp's, and they still sell the cakes in the grocery stores around here in Michigan. But Applebee's kind of took them out. I used to work there. I was a host. I was really good at being nice to people and trying to make them stay happy while they're waiting to eat and they're hungry after church. Sunday was the biggest. Mother's Day at Bill Knapp's. We catered to a little bit older crowd. So Mother's Day at Bill Knapp's was crazy. So you went out to eat after church, and anything else exciting happened since then?
We got back and went over to our son's apartment, and he had a birthday king cake. South Louisiana. It's carnival season, of course. King cake.
Yeah.
And we played this crazy game. I don't remember what's the name of it, but you have these. There's actually 2 decks of cards. That's how many cards there were. And this foam rubber, like what Nerf football stuff made out of, microphone that you sat on the table, and each person would take turn and flip the card up, and there was a word on it, and you had to grab the mic and sing a song that has that word in the lyrics, and you couldn't stutter, you couldn't stumble, you had to do it, and even if it wasn't the right lyrics, you had to make it sound like it was the right lyrics. Otherwise, you get challenged. And I couldn't see half of the cards being flipped, so unfortunately, I didn't win. But I tried.
Yeah, that's not cool. I think I would be good at that. I'm pretty good at song lyrics. I don't, but I think I think like 1 in 4, I'm not right. I just think I'm right, and I'm just confidently stick with it, even though it's wrong.
Yeah.
So it said it's carnival season in your area. We don't have that. Believe it or not, in Michigan, we do not have that. Now, So what does that change from the normal time of year? Is it just busy? Is there crazy? Is it like crazy people? Is it Bourbon Street everywhere? Like I think in my head.
No, Bourbon Street isn't everywhere, but Carnival season opens up. It starts like in January or something, and it is the season leading up to Mardi Gras. And during that season, that's when all the Mardi Gras crews, that's what they call them, crew. They have their balls, and then of course they also have their parades, and so on and so forth. And it's just a typical South Louisiana debauchery that we are known so well for. And yeah, that's what we do. And so at part of one of the strongest traditions, I should say, one of the biggest traditions with Carnival season is King Cake. Now, what is King Cake, you ask? It is I think the technical definition of it is it's a dosage cake that's kind of made twisted around, pieces twisted around.
What was the first word you said? Wait, nobage?
Dosage.
What's that?
DOBAGCHE. I'm not sure. It's. I tell you what, I'll look it up. Let's see. I want to give you a. Oh wait, I will ask my good friend Chat GPT.
Have you noticed? Like,
what is King Cake?
I was gonna tell you, like ChatGPT.
That's a big part of Mardi Gras tradition, especially in Louisiana. It's typically a ring-shaped brioche-style cake, often decorated in the Mardi Gras colors of purple, green, and gold. There's usually a small plastic baby or another trinket hidden inside. Whoever finds the baby is said to have good luck, and they're also traditionally responsible for bringing the next king cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
What she said. It's a
brioche
style cake.
Why? She's got like a little sultriness to her voice. Not a lot, like 10%. I like it. How can I get my Chat GPT to sound like that?
You can actually.
I do. I don't use, like, I work in it's like a bank basically. It's so quiet. I'm social media, but we don't have speakers. I just use my headphones, so I don't like ever listen to any content. I love it when people put words on the screen because I can't really follow what's going on typically. I can put headphones in, but then the phone rings and I have to take them right back out, Yeah. So I don't know how I got on to talking about that, but I just really enjoy being able to talk with you and be here and do this. And I just wanted to take a second and say that before we get into anything else, because I know that, again, you don't have to do this. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And thanks everybody that's watching too. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you everyone that's watching. And my Chat GPT has a nickname. Previously, my Chat GPT's nickname was Doc, and most people would, when I'd say something that I'd say, Doc told me this or Doc told me that, they're like, "What the hell is Doc?" So I changed her name to Sage. And when I say the Sage told me this, people don't question it as much. And it's my way of admitting that I'm using AI and I'm admitting I'm using AI without people knowing that I'm using AI.
I like it. I knew a Sage at one of my old jobs. She was nice. That's funny. That's a good name. Mine is Atlas, I think, is what he picked. I let him pick it.
Gotcha. Okay, now we finally have comments up.
All right.
It's a little late. And wait. And there, speaking of the birthday girl. Of course she's late.
Hey, so what about the Super Bowl? Do you have any plans? It's coming up.
Okay. Super Bowl, our church is having a fundraiser that is called the Super Bowl of Gumbo to Go. And it's $10 a bowl. Got my tickets already. And Super Bowl Sunday, they're going to have a drive-by, a drive-through. You pick up your gumbo and take it home with you. So that's what we're doing for Super Bowl Sunday. And thank you, homie, Michael Romy.
Wait,
I don't know if you see it, Carla. Happy birthday!
and happy birthday for me too, Carla. All right. So Super Bowl, why is it a drive-through? Why don't you guys like hang out and eat together? Is it just because people have things to do?
Probably so.
We never get.
I had nothing to do with the planning of this
Okay.
or anything, so I don't know. This is
Oh, I'm not blaming you.
well, we haven't quite made a full year yet as being members of the church, but
Have you switched churches a lot, or just did you move, or just what?
we
Went to this one.
moved, and this was the church that found us as we incidentally found it. The whole story is about we decided, okay, we're new in the neighborhood, new here. We want to start going to church. Well, it's like where are we going to go to church? And you know, this is South Louisiana. There's churches on every other corner, seems like. So I had picked out two churches that fit the time frame that we were available for that first Sunday. One of them was an Episcopal church. The other one was a Methodist church. Yeah, so that's what I keep hearing, that I have a huge echo. But anyway, so I didn't know which church my wife wanted to go to, and I guess she didn't know which church I wanted to go to. And she said, okay, well, just put the directions in the GPS and let's go. So I put the directions in, and we wound up at the Methodist church. She was thinking that I was put it in to go to the Episcopal church. Well, we drive up, it's like, no, I want to go to the other one. So we look at the time, and the other one, their service had already started. And I was like, I'm not going to walk into a church that I've never set foot in my entire life. I'm not going to walk in late. So we stick around for the service there, and you know, everybody's welcoming. It's great, you know. It felt kind of homey. And after the service is over with, the pastor walks up to shake hands with me and introduce himself. He said, "Hi, my name is Scott. Welcome to Covenant." And I was like, well, that is interesting. Thinking to myself, because, you know, he didn't introduce himself with, "Hi, I'm Pastor so-and-so, I'm Reverend so-and-so, or Bishop," or any of that, no titles or anything like that. And I felt like I felt like a real person. And he was being a real person. And man, I don't know what in the world is echoing me. I don't know. Echo bad. I don't know what's causing that. But
I don't know either.
yeah,
Do we want to quit it, or do we want to keep trying?
we're gonna keep trying.
I don't know if I can pull my. I wonder if it's. I'm gonna pull my mic back further if mine's picking something up from you talking. Ask him if that's any better. You talk for a minute.
Is this any better? Anyone? Waiting. Producer Carla. Am I echoing? Okay. Juan Lake said better.
So it's better. Okay. I'll push back.
Right.
It must be mine picking up you.
Okay. Do you have your? Are you watching the stream also?
Not on this computer.
Okay, because I was gonna say, if you're watching it, you might need to mute it.
I think my mic must be picking up your speakers, and it's not letting me adjust my volume right now. But is this better back here? I don't know.
Well, I'm not hearing it.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. We'll just do this. It's cool.
Yep. But anyway, as I was saying, he introduced himself, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna become, we just might become repeat offenders. And come to find out, though, Scott was just filling in until they got their new pastor because he was trying to retire. So he was only there for a few months, but it was great. And then the search began for a new pastor, and we got this young kid. I say kid. He's in his 30s, and he's 38. Well, he came, and his interview, if you will, his first service that he conducted there. Oh, this cat was just completely and totally exuding the Holy Spirit, and we were all blown away. It was amazing. We got lucky because the church made him an offer, and he accepted it. And now I guess you'd say the rest is history. But yeah, he's been there almost a year now. And it was not long after he officially became pastor that we officially joined the church.
Nice.
Yep.
The echo got amplified.
The echo got amplified? Oh, man. And I hope it's not my mic, but I got to make sure I got the right mic connected. Yeah, that's the right one. All right.
All right. Ask him now.
All right.
See if I changed something. Maybe that'll help the echo.
Yes. Steve changed something. Does that help anyone? Bueller?
We're just putting it together one step at a time here. I don't know. But I turned your volume down, your monitor volume way down. So if my mic was picking you up, maybe it stopped. Talk softer. I'll turn it down even more.
Me or Steve? I don't know. But anyway, still there. Golly. All right. Well, I guess that's something technical that I will have to adjust once I can figure out what it is. Because I'm not monitoring any of the channels, so there shouldn't be an echo. But I don't know. But anyway, that's what's happening. What's been going on? It's better when I talk softer. Okay, well, I'm going to talk softer.
Okay.
And see if that does any good. But
you don't have it on. It's not echo. No, it wouldn't be echoing if you had it playing something. You know that.
Yeah.
So we got a topic of fear, right?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about. You said you sent me some information. Fear comes up a lot. Biblically, it comes up a lot just in life. And you were talking just a little bit ago about good fears and bad fears. So lead the way. What were you talking about with all that?
Okay, well, everyone lives with fear. And the question is who or what controls you? Some fear anchors you. Some fear paralyzes you. And you guys remember that ad campaign way back when, I guess that was in the 90s. 80s or 90s, no fear. I don't recall all of their I don't even remember what they were advertising for, but it was on t-shirts and stuff. No fear. There are many lessons to be learned in life. Fear is not one of them. It was one of their catchphrases. And fear will either sharpen you or shrink you. It never does nothing. Yeah, and you know, it's everyone lives with fear, and it's an emotional response to perceived authority, threat, or consequence. And fear reveals what you value, what you obey, and what you give power to. And some people think fear is a compass. It always points to what rules your decisions. And fear should rule your decisions. Some decisions. Because going back to that whole spiritual discussion that we began, talking about church, healthy fear, the fear of God. Now, what it is, it's reverence, awe, respect, and submission. Understanding God is wholly sovereign and not to be treated casually, and acknowledging God as the ultimate authority. What it's not terror. It's not thinking God is out to get you. And I know some of us grew up as little children that adults and those type of figures said, "Oh, God's going to get you for that," and stuff like that. And some of us took it literal. And there's some people that are just think that God is just this mean old guy in the sky, but likes to punish people. But the fear of God shouldn't drive you away; it should draw you closer. And what does healthy fear produce? Wisdom, obedience, humility, moral clarity, and ironically, it produces peace. And the fear of God doesn't make you afraid to live; it teaches you how to live. Now, the problem we run into is too many people have unhealthy fear. And what's unhealthy fear? Fear of people, opinions, rejection. We had a guest back out, canceled because of fear of rejection.
By the way, I didn't get my. Let's pause. I wanted to try their oil really bad, but when you get divorced, one of the things you don't hear about is you need to update your shipping addresses on things, and I didn't update my Shopify one, so it went to the old house, and I'm not gonna. Things are not good with my ex, so I can't even ask her for my beard oil, so it's confiscated. It went to the old house, so I don't even get to have it. How sad is that?
That's definitely sucks.
I am afeared. I'm not afraid to ask. It's just not worth it. I don't want to stir up anything. It's totally. You have no idea, man. Not worth it.
Most definitely.
I have my kids this weekend. Maybe one of my sons will hear something from a friend that watches this, or say something, and be like, "Get your dad his beard oil. Sneak it out of the house, okay? Because he needs it. He wants to get some decent. He hasn't had any in a while. So boys, get my beard oil."
Yep. And I'm impressed that you received it that quickly. He's on the ball shipping.
Yeah, he did get it out very quick. It was I think it was at the house last, I don't know, Friday, but like I said, things aren't great.
All right. And my beautiful wife says, fear of God is translated reverence of God, like our parents when we were kids. Yeah, we feared our parents, and not they're going to beat me type of way. We respected our parents. We respected our elders. I know it sounds like an alien concept in today's day and age.
I think if God could decide, he would add on, and he'd be like, when I'm talking about fear of God, it's in a world where you have the things that you're afraid to lose, like you're afraid that you're not worthy of this person that you're trying to be with, or then he's not going to let you have them, or you're afraid that if you make this decision, you're going to have this door and that door shut. And I live my life like that. I honestly think all of life is way more interactive than anybody realizes. And we have way more influence in it. And God is a big part of that. And I don't know. Fear. I'll be honest with you. I have gone through losing. I'm not really afraid of I couldn't say I was afraid of anything. The big thing for me, the last thing, fear of love is a sticky situation with fear, because fear of losing love, right? I mean, who doesn't have that? And I think it's the way I got past that for me is understanding love. And I think that I see it as something different than this magic bind. I do see it as a binding for good and for bad, so it's not so much a big deal if I don't know. It's not as big of a deal as people make it. So I'm not as afraid of whatever.
Yep. And the unhealthy fear, the fear of people opinions, rejections, like fear of what people might think, or a fear of being canceled, fear of disagreement,
Fear of being
standing
canceled.
alone.
Well, I mean, once you've been canceled, you're not afraid of it, right?
Exactly.
You know, that's the thing is I do feel like I've been through some of the worst things that middle-aged guys like fear, right? And none of them like knocked me down completely. None of them were as bad as it's said. Some of the roadblocks that are put up to keep men from maybe living a more fulfilling life that are out there. Think about men in marriage today, what they're afraid of. They're afraid of whatever their thing is. They're afraid of it being exposed, and usually their wife knows about it, and she kind of holds it over his head. They're afraid of failing. They're afraid of not having money, not being able to pay for gas to get to vacation, not to have vacation. They're afraid of disappointing their kids. If they have daughters, I don't have daughters, but I imagine that's even worse. And someone, it just depends. But we're afraid of failure. We're afraid of it being exposed in this world. We're afraid of our credit card not working when we're paying for something. It's like fear is everywhere if you let it be, So I don't.
And one of the worst fears that we have that is become very prevalent in today's society is the dreaded FOMO, fear of missing out. Yep.
Yeah.
And especially, you and I both have a little bit of background within the beer community. Yours a little more diversified than mine, but we see this. We have seen this with the hell, not even just the small batch companies, but all the companies. They promote anything and everything new, and they try to prey upon your FOMO so they can get you to buy. And that's how some of us, not all of us, but some of us have, I probably have like maybe 15 bottles of beard oil right now that I'm using. But some folks have much larger collections. I mean, in fact, some ladies within the online community have larger collections than most men. But FOMO drives a lot of sales in the beer care industry. And
fear of missing out drives our whole world. We all kind of afraid of missing out. We want to have been there for that moment and that touchdown and all those things, and we just can't. And sometimes I think we're in this world, like the fear of just missing out makes you just miss out on a lot of maybe some of the better parts of life, the slower moments, and the I just think we're distracted. And I guess if you're going to be afraid that we're missing the point of everything.
Good point. Very good point. Okay, yeah, Romy, you rarely buy. You wait for giveaways and purchase when. Well, I'm the same way, dude. I'm the same way, totally. Just I haven't won a giveaway in probably a year or two. But I've also had companies send me products and, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And I've guinea pigged for one or two companies with some of their stuff.
So how is the beer community? We touched on it briefly the first show. Is it, as far as brands, and is it going? I don't know. I guess the question I'm asking is: are you seeing a lot of like companies coming in? Are you seeing some of the old ones flourish? Like I had, for my personal, I'll be honest with you, for my personal reason, like I walked out of my school, never looked back. I walked out of Dan's house, never looked back. I haven't watched a moment of video. I haven't thought, I just had to do that for reasons. And I don't know, but I know he got 100,000 viewers, and he kind of drives the community. He's kind of like the center of things. But how has it been? It's been almost 3 years. How a lot of rebranding. So does that mean, like, what is that? A lot of like the same product in a new way. Yeah.
Yep. And I've seen plenty of rebrands as well as new companies come and go. And small batch go to become micro batch, and micro batch becomes small batch. But I don't have my finger on the pulse of that anymore. Because when I first started out doing content creation, I originally started, it was about beards and beard products, and then I started out, it was Bayou Beard Life. But then as I went a little further on, I started getting interested in other things, and I decided to change my branding to Bayou Lifestyle, because it's not just about beard stuff. I was starting to do reviews for these the head shavers and stuff like that. Just basic men's grooming tools. Although the blow dryer, that's a unisex piece of equipment. But
I think this is a reflection after being gone. The best product it has is the people that are in the beard community. That the best thing is, like the guys that stick together, and sometimes, it's not always about what you sell. There are people that depend on it, but the people that's one of the things I missed the most was like the consistency of people that, what is it? You just look for each other. You wouldn't be there. You wouldn't be in the chat. People do different things. Like it's just helpful for a lot of men. You know what I mean? And I think we don't have a lot of things like that. And with so little time, being able to do it like remote and jump in, and not every guy wants to be on camera, right? Not every guy wants. So in fact, there's a lot of beard guys that just like to sit and watch and hang out, and it's a spot that is necessary. So I think that's what its strength is. And if the sales go down when the economy's tough, it does in every industry, right?
Yep.
But you definitely do need oil for your beard, or you're just gonna shave it off. Like it just, I don't know. I think it just feels terrible.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about that when I first started growing my beard. I thought it was all about fragrance, and didn't realize that my beard could actually feel soft. And until I started discovering products that did that. But
because
the community,
go ahead.
I find the circles that I travel in, when I do travel in circles, it's not so much about the products that we use, but it's about the support and the sense of community. And self-care is not selfish, and those of us trying to do some self-care, it's helping us mentally. It's helping our mental health, and that's the big thing I like about any of this online community is the mental health support, because mental health is pretty much gone over the years.
Men are alone. Men feel so alone a lot. Alone in marriages and alone. Like, it doesn't matter. You can be with people and still be by yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But that loneliness hurts. It doesn't hurt. It's like, it's just nice. For me, it's nicer to be around people a little bit, And I think guys just tend to be more solitary. So the beard community, I know there's a lot of guys that's their, like, an easy way just to have somebody to say hi to. And we talk about fear. A lot of us are afraid to be alone, like, so seems like it makes a lot of sense to have the community. It's tough.
Okay, I don't know who this is, but God bless you guys. Jesus Christ loves you. I pray I'll seek a personal relationship with him. It is the only way to heaven. Much love. God is there for us all. Amen, brother.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
It's true. I don't know. I think that's a good point. Is we talk about being alone and being afraid of that, and I'll tell you what. These last 3 years, I've wrestled with like, am I alone? Like, am I alone or not? Like, kind of thing. And one of the places you can turn is faith in God.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
And see, why unhealthy fear is so powerful today? Because of social media judgment. Social media in general, as can drive a whole lot of fear. 20 years ago, okay, maybe longer than that, 30, 40 years ago, there's no such thing as cyberbullying. In fact, people didn't know what cyber was back then, but the why unhealthy fear is so popular, like I said, social media judgment, the constant visibility, the outrage culture, and the instant feedback loop. You make one slip up that's videotaped, and you can see it remixed every which way but Tuesday, making you look worse every time.
That makes it tough, and I think the hard thing for a lot of people is that it's so close. It feels like it's available for everybody, and it's doable because it's right here. And so we jump in and we fall in love with some of these influencers, but it starts hurting. It hurts when it doesn't turn into us, or we don't know them like we think we do, or though it's that sense of connection. So the best ones are able to kind of just stay connected. It's really, I mean, I've never been like full-time into being an influencer, but it's work. Like, they work very hard. It is, you just work for the algorithm, and Dan does it. It's like nonstop, but it's a fun nonstop. You know what I mean? Like, when I was into it big time, it just was like not, it was like this cool thing to that. Oh, I got to go to that cool thing. I got to go to that cool thing. And it wasn't bad, So I think social media is tough because not everybody's going to do that. Not most are going to not get to that point.
Yeah.
And that hurts a little bit. And then it feels very personal. Yeah. Relatability is everything in social media, not because we want to relate to the content so that we feel connected. And as somebody who makes content, all I ever do is think about, I bet a lot of people have that same thought that I did, and then you want to share that relatable moment, and then makes people feel together. The question is, some people maybe feel like they're more together than they actually are. Sometimes it makes you, we're actually kind of apart a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dynamics to social media and what's good and bad about it. It's never going away. Like, there's no, it's not, I can't go without it. I don't know if you can. What's your favorite social that you use?
Honestly, I don't have. I mean, I post my my Bible quote of the day each day to multiple platforms. I posted it on Facebook, Instagram, Lemonade, which posted on TikTok, X, formerly known as Twitter, on that other one, Waveful. But I don't really have. I guess it's kind of a toss up on which one I spend the most time on, which one I waste the most time on.
Right.
It's either Instagram or YouTube. Oh yeah, I also post the threads. Yeah, I hit all the platforms, and that's if I really want to be an online personality, a true content creator, I need to start creating content, and I haven't done that in months. And the key to being successful in content creation is consistency. Even if you have a consistently bad product, if you're consistent and keep putting in work, it catches on. Man, I'm not putting in the work right now. And it's not because I'm afraid of the social media judgment or the constant visibility and whatnot. It just, it has a lot to do with what's going on in my life and with my mental health. And
YouTube and typically scroll TikTok. I guess Instagram's my favorite, but I really enjoy making content more than using it. But I talked to you about that before. I just get sucked in to people too much,
Yes, most definitely. And now, how to tell which fear is driving you? Now, ask yourself, audience, ask yourself, do I change my words depending on who's listening? I can honestly say I don't think that I do that because,
No, I wouldn't think that. I don't either. I think there have been when I was younger, I did. When I was a new teacher, I sure did. I wanted all the boss ever wants to hear is your truth, and all you ever do is tell them what you think they want to hear. It's like it's a funny situation, but that's the dynamic a lot of times, and when you're a new person, it's hard to speak your truth. So a lot of people don't like that. I think women is probably the biggest fear for a lot of men. Like being honest, going up and talking to women, terrifying. The truth. Most men are terrified to do that, and that's a fear that just walks around right in front of us all day long, and we just kind of like don't even discuss how that intimidating those moments can be, and how that is set up to put guys a little bit on the fear factor, I guess.
And I see a question that I guess you just answered. What's an example of unhealthy fear that you've battled? That right there. Talking
women?
to, yes.
Yeah. I think that's every man. Show me a guy. Yeah. Show me a guy who, it's true. Pretty women are probably one of the most intimidating things out there. And show me a guy who's just naturally good at it. That is not something you're natural at. Even if you have some natural abilities, you still have to practice.
Well,
and when do you find an opportunity to practice that where you're not getting in trouble half the time? So the likelihood of some guy slipping through the cracks and finding his way and just becoming an expert and losing that fear of women is very unlikely. Could happen.
Well, you don't actually have to become an expert.
No.
You just have to be yourself.
And that's true.
When the right one comes along, and I'm married now, so I don't have to impress anyone anymore. But I try to impress my wife, obviously. But I say what's on my mind, and I'm not intimidated by beautiful women because I'm married to one. She's taught me how to not be so intimidated.
Well,
if I'd have been smart, I'd have married an ugly woman. That way I wouldn't have to worry about her cheating on me, but I'm kidding. No,
I don't know what to say to that.
I definitely married up.
As we all do.
Yeah.
It's true. I don't know. So I would say that's one of the most unspoken fears of our time is the fear of, approaching beautiful women and talking to them and being normal. That was one for me. I had to get over.
And you know that
in heights.
There's also the issue with every guy says, "Oh yeah, pretty women are scary," and there's a whole lot of the pretty women out there who are single because men are too afraid to talk to them.
Oh, they're lonely.
Yeah.
It's a catch-22. It's like, why is the world like that? I don't know. It's tough because Everybody just kind of wants. There's all these. There's so much unspoken out there, right? There's people that just, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard for beautiful women because every guy that they talk to, like, it just always turns into they want to be in a relationship. So then they get an attitude and they turn into. It just slowly develops into this thing where all of a sudden they can turn you down without you even coming close to them because they're just so sick of saying no, no, and getting caught up in these moments. You know what I mean? Like, it's exhausting for beautiful women. It is. And they would give a good guy a chance, but he can't, like, they're probably over that. And when the time comes and he's there, they're burned out on everybody trying to just run game all day, and try to fit themselves into the story. So I think women have it just as bad as men. The fear that men have about women is just as bad for women as it is for men.
Yep. I would agree with you on that. And fear is like I said earlier. There are many lessons to be learned in life, but fear is not one of them. Especially when it's unhealthy fear. And we already discussed healthy and unhealthy. And I'm all down with healthy fear, but unhealthy, there's just no reason for us to live that way. We were not meant to live in fear. And fear of what? Fear of everything. There's some people that are afraid of everything. Agoraphobia, one of my favorite phobias. It's the fear of being home.
At Kohl's, like, people would still, like, well after the pandemic, and then if people choose to wear a mask, still, that's fine, whatever. But, like, it just seemed like it was another separator between people when we can't see each other's faces, and it was still going on years after. And you just see some crazy stuff in retail. You see some crazy stuff in school. You see some crazy stuff in retail, and there are people that I could tell their whole going out was like Tuesday to go to Kohl's to get, and at least they had that. But there's a large part of our population that hasn't come back out of the pandemic, at least not like they were. Don't have any interest in it, really.
Yep. And fear of the skies falling. I don't know if that's an actual fear, but I can relate with the agoraphobia because not that I'm afraid to leave the house. I'm just comfortable here, and I don't want to leave. Now, does it cause me any physical illness or anything when I leave the house? No, it doesn't. But I just don't want to. I enjoy. I got my own little world here, and everybody knows me. And fear of success doesn't get mentioned as much as fear of failure.
I think that's a great point. Fear. Here's what everybody's afraid of with success. Everybody's afraid they're going to get there and they're not going to be good enough, or fear of success that they're gonna hit that moment and not know what to do next. I guess fear of.
I don't know. I haven't. Okay, I was going to make a joke. Say I haven't had enough success to be afraid of it, but no. I don't think it's so much about fear of success, fear of losing the success.
Okay, and that's another good one. Fear of losing the children after having kids. God gives us those little bonds. They're tough. Yeah, I think that love between a parent and a child it's a tough one. Ultimately, that kid's going to be their own person though someday too, and you want them to be able to go their way. I don't know. It's a tough. Like, I'm the guy that would say probably, it's depending on the situation, if I had to go away from my kid forever, but it meant that he could still have a good life, and I would, or whatever. And I think he'd be fine. Here's the thing is, like, I was in a family for like 20 years, and I thought, oh, it's going to be hard to move out. And for a little bit it was, but then you start reconnecting with your parents or whatever you have to do in your situation. And all you realize, like, it wasn't so much who that person was, but just the connection to that person. So pay attention to your connections. That's what, I think.
Yep. And fear of losing those connections and
Hurting.
a whole different topic we could go into, spin off into is mourning. We mourn the death of loved ones, but we also mourn the death of relationships. Like a marriage gone bad, or your best friend snaking you, that kind of stuff. We go through mourning with that also. And that has nothing to do with fear. That's just unfortunately part of life. Especially when you keep repeating grades over and over again in the school of hard knocks.
I think life is just one perpetual series of mourning, like there's always something that hits you, it's just, you're always sad that something's gone, but you just have to be also happy about what's coming down the road too. And make sure that there is something coming down the road. And we are proud of them, but wake up and sleep over and go into the room, make sure they are still breathing. They're over 30. Yeah, you're still desperate to make sure they're okay. Having a kid is like a little bit like an open wound. You're giving yourself to an opportunity to get hurt a little bit easier. But after my divorce, to be honest, my kids are fine. But I don't have a really close relationship with them. I don't. But I know they're okay. And it's the way it played out. I believe that it's kind of God's plan so far, and I think that His plan is to get them closer back to me again, hopefully. But they're okay. Like dads are. Dads are important in theory a lot more so than I guess the world wants. There's so many sports and we have to be at everything, and it's exhausting for parents. And you can still be a dad and see him once a week, or and being there. It's more about who you are and what you do with your life that's important to your kids. And that's what's been tough, is fear of disappointing your kids. That's one that I faced. That's a hard one.
Leadership by example. Yep, and thank you. Allie, what is grief but love preserving? Yep. But like you said, Steve, you said leadership by example. The life that you're living. Yeah, none of us want our kids to go through the same crap that we went through, but they're going to have to go through their own stuff. And at some point, we're going to have to let go and have faith that we laid the foundation, and that foundation is firm enough that even though they may stray, they come back to it.
And we always assume that the world we always assume that everything is just, there's always going to be a normal timeline of things, and that everybody's going to get 12 years of school, and everybody's going to go to college for 4 years, and everybody's going to, and what if that didn't happen? What if one day the record skipped and we didn't have those moments? That's where the fear of, maybe how you treat people day to day, and, fear of ending a relationship bad, maybe somebody that you don't talk to a lot and not sure where you stand with them. We don't ever know how things are going to go tomorrow, is all I'm saying. So I guess that's another kind of fear.
Yeah. But anyway, one thing that I did fear, and it's happening, we're going a little over beyond our usual time, but it was a good discussion tonight, as always. And I want to thank everyone who took the time out, and I love that. Okay, I guess you meant to say Ellie, but okay. Yeah, I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight. Whether or not I have a guest next week is very subjective, because I really don't know yet. I'm still working on my coffee guy, I need to call him back and I need to have a cup of coffee next week because we talk about coffee on here occasionally.
That's true.
And hey, we might even talk about head shavers next week because I talked one of my club brothers into getting one of the less expensive head shavers. And, the cheaper they are, the less you really care once they crap out. But the heads for them are so much cheaper than name brand products. Because I have one of those name brand head shavers, and my Chinese ones work just as well, if not a little bit better. And the replacement heads are less than half of what the name brand one is. But
Well, all right.
So you have any parting comments for us, my brother?
I guess just be good and calm down, everybody.
Most definitely. And as always, like I like to say, be kind. Everyone is fighting their own battle. And I think that was Plato who said that. Was it Socrates? I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah. Everybody is fighting their own battle, and a lot of us won't ever let you know that we're fighting. But we are fighting. And, a simple hello, a smile, an invite to be a co-host on a weekly live stream. All of those things you never know, just might change somebody's life. Might mean the world to them, and might not just make their day, might make their life. So be kind, everybody, because you deserve it.
Calm down.
That's right. And always remember, folks, and don't forget that it's not a trend, it's a lifestyle.